Did you know there's a temple in Japan where visitors can walk through complete darkness to reach enlightenment? Japan's temples aren't just places of worship, they're home to fire-walking monks, hidden underground tunnels, and even a site where you can rent a Buddha to take home. In this video, we're exploring the most unique and unexpected temples across Japan, from ancient rituals to mind-blowing architecture. Stick around till the end because you won't just learn about temples, you'll discover experiences that most travelers completely miss. Japan is home to thousands of temples, but what makes them truly special is how different they can be. Some temples feel ancient and mysterious, with centuries-old rituals still practiced today. Others are unlike anything you'd expect, offering experiences that range from walking through complete darkness to witnessing monks perform fire-walking ceremonies. Temples in Japan aren't just places of worship. They are centers of culture, history, and sometimes even adventure. Some have hidden tunnels, others sit in volcanic landscapes, and a few are filled with statues that seem almost alive. Whether you're looking for spiritual reflection, something off the beaten path, or just a completely unexpected experience, there's a temple for that. What makes Japan's temples so fascinating is that no two are the same. They can be peaceful, eerie, or even playful. And the best part, some of the most incredible ones are still completely overlooked by travelers. Zenkoji Temple.
There is a Japanese proverb, 遠くとも一度は参れ善光寺, which means visit Zenkoji Temple once in a lifetime, even if it is too far.
Zenkoji Temple in Nagano is one of Japan's oldest temples and is also one of its most mysterious. Founded over 1,400 years ago, it houses what's believed to be the first ever Buddhist statue brought to Japan. But there's a catch, no one has seen it for centuries. It's kept hidden, and only a replica is shown to the public every 6 years. What makes Zenkoji stand out is the Tainai Maguri, an underground passage beneath the temple. Visitors walk through complete darkness, following only the walls with their hands. The goal is to find and touch the key to paradise, a metal lock attached to the wall. According to legend, touching it brings enlightenment. It's unsettling at first, but that's the point, it's meant to represent a spiritual journey.
Then I went down to the basement of the main hall. It is a totally dark cloister. If we can find and touch the padlock, your happy next life is promised. It is a lock of the door of the main Buddhist statue.
Zenkoji is also unique because of its welcoming atmosphere. Unlike many temples in Japan, it's not tied to one specific Buddhist sect, making it an important pilgrimage site for everyone. Monks and nuns hold daily ceremonies, and visitors can even join a special morning ritual where they receive a blessing. Between its deep history, eerie underground passage, and inclusive traditions, Zenkoji is more than just a temple, it's an experience. Myuryuji, Ninja Temple. Myuryuji, also known as the Ninja Temple, isn't actually connected to ninjas, but its design makes it feel like something straight out of a spy movie. Built during the Edo period in Kanazawa, this temple was designed as a secret defense post for the Maida clan. Since open warfare was forbidden at the time, they disguised it as a religious site while filling it with hidden tricks and traps. At first glance, it looks like a regular 2-story temple, but step inside, and you'll realize it's actually a 4-story structure with 7 layers of rooms and over 20 hidden staircases. There are false walls, secret escape routes, and trapdoors designed to mislead enemies. Some staircases lead to dead ends, while others open up into unexpected passageways. One of the most famous features is a hidden drop used to ambush intruders, making it clear that this was never just a place for prayer. Unlike most temples, visiting Myuryuji requires a guided tour since its layout is so complex. The experience feels more like exploring a secret fortress than a religious site. For anyone interested in history, strategy, or just something completely different, this is one temple that shouldn't be missed. Sanzen-in Temple.
Sanzen-in Temple is located in Ohara, the rural community in the north of Kyoto. Look at this stone wall covered with moss. This temple is also famous for the beautiful moss garden. This day, the heavy rain blacked out power to Ohara area.
Sanzen-in Temple in Kyoto is the kind of place that feels like it's straight out of a storybook. Tucked away in the quiet village of Ohara, this temple is known for its stunning gardens, peaceful atmosphere, and a set of statues that have made it one of the most charming temples in Japan. One of the highlights is the Oho Gokurakuen Hall, which houses a beautiful statue of the Amida Buddha. But what really makes Sanzen-in special is the small, moss-covered Jizo statues scattered throughout the garden. These stone figures, called Warabe Jizo, have adorable, childlike expressions. Some are smiling, others appear to be praying, and a few even seem to be laughing. Visitors enjoy walking through the mossy garden, spotting these hidden figures among the trees and rocks. The temple grounds change dramatically with the seasons. In spring and summer, the gardens are lush and green, while autumn brings stunning red and gold leaves. In winter, a layer of snow covers the moss and statues, creating an almost otherworldly scene. Sanzen-in isn't just about history or religion, it's about slowing down and appreciating small moments of peace. It's a temple that feels alive, blending nature, art, and spirituality in a way that's truly unique. Osoreizan Badaiji. Osoreizan Badaiji is unlike any other temple in Japan. Sitting on the remote Mount Osora in Aomori, this temple is believed to be a gateway to the afterlife. The landscape alone sets it apart, surrounded by volcanic craters, steaming vents, and a lake with water so acidic that no fish can survive in it. The barren, rocky terrain mixed with the smell of sulfur creates an eerie, almost otherworldly atmosphere. For over 1,000 years, Osoreizan has been a sacred place for those seeking to communicate with the dead. Every summer and autumn, the Itako spirit mediums, blind female shamans, hold rituals where they claim to channel messages from the deceased. Families visit to hear final words from lost loved ones, making these gatherings deeply emotional. Adding to the mystery, the temple grounds are filled with small piles of stones, left behind by grieving families. According to legend, the spirits of children who die before their parents stack these stones in hopes of reaching paradise. Colorful pinwheels are also placed around the site as offerings. Osoreizan isn't a typical tourist attraction, it's raw, spiritual, and hauntingly beautiful. Whether for its unique rituals or its connection to the afterlife, it's a place that leaves a lasting impression. Atagi Ninbutsu-ji. Atagi Ninbutsu-ji is one of Kyoto's most underrated temples. Tucked away in the hills of Arashiyama, it's far less crowded than the city's famous sites, but what makes it special is the 1,200 unique Rakan statues scattered across the temple grounds. These stone figures, representing the disciples of Buddha, each have their own distinct expression. Some are meditating, others are laughing, and a few even appear to be joking around.
As I told earlier, there are stone statues all over the place, as many as 1,200.
What's surprising is that these statues aren't ancient. In the 1980s, a restoration effort led by sculptor Kocho Nishimura allowed visitors to carve their own Rakan statues, which is why they have such a playful, human-like quality. Unlike the solemn, traditional Buddhist statues seen at other temples, these figures feel full of personality, making a walk through the temple grounds a fun and unique experience. The temple itself dates back to the 8th century but has been rebuilt multiple times due to natural disasters. Despite its quiet reputation, Atagi Ninbutsu-ji offers something different, an atmosphere that's both spiritual and lighthearted. It's a place where history, art, and humor come together, making it one of Kyoto's hidden gems worth seeking out. Nagarito Temple. One temple that most visitors completely overlook is Nagarito, hidden deep in the mountains of Tottori Prefecture. Unlike the grand temples of Kyoto or the famous shrines of Tokyo, this one is almost impossible to reach, literally. Perched on the side of a sheer cliff, Nagarito is often called Japan's most dangerous temple because getting there requires climbing through steep, rocky trails with no modern safety measures. The temple itself is stunning. Built into the rock face over 1,000 years ago, it seems almost suspended in midair, blending perfectly with the surrounding landscape. Legend says it was constructed in a single night by a Buddhist monk who threw the temple into place using supernatural powers. Whether that's true or not, no one fully understands how it was built at such an impossible location. Unlike most temples, visiting Nagarito isn't just about sightseeing, it's about the journey. The hike is demanding, with visitors pulling themselves up by tree roots and scaling narrow ledges. But reaching the top feels like stepping into another world, surrounded by nothing but mountains and silence. For those looking for something truly off the beaten path, this hidden temple is an unforgettable experience.
It's amazing. Yes.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, this is cool.
Japan's temples offer way more than just history, they're full of surprises. Zenkoji holds the country's oldest Buddha statue, hidden from view for centuries. Myuryuji, the so-called ninja temple, is packed with secret passages and hidden traps. Sanzanin feels like something out of a dream, with mossy gardens and smiling Jizo statues. Osoreizan Badaiji stands on the edge of a volcanic landscape, believed to be a gateway to the afterlife. Atagi Ninbutsu-ji is unlike any other, with hundreds of playful stone figures scattered across the grounds. And for the most adventurous, Nagarito sits impossibly on a cliffside, offering one of the most thrilling hikes in Japan. Whether you want history, mystery, or something completely unexpected, there's a temple that fits. The best part is that these places are all easy to get to, making them perfect for a quick break from Tokyo's fast-paced energy. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch the next one in the queue, for more Japan hacks, and as always hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.